Hello there and welcome to the AbFabImage Studio and AbFabImage YouTube channel. Lovely for you to join me again. Today we're going to talk about nails. I'm not a nail technician, I'm very far from it. I have my nails done every 3 weeks normally, but in lockdown it's time to, get my big girl panties on and do it myself. So I've got this nice little kit, which I thought I'd share with you and just show you how to do it from an at-home perspective. As I say, I'm not a professional, I'm just showing you the way that I do it, but it might help and give you some hints and tips along the way. So first off, let me show you what I've got. I actually bought a kit, and this kit is just from Amazon. I don't know if it's still available, but I'll pop the link on anyway underneath this video. So what this kit comes with is a remover, nail varnish remover. So the make of all of this is Semilac, and that's the make that my nail technician uses. The very lovely Bespoke Nails and Beauty in Caversham, which is where I live. So first of all, we have a nail varnish remover. Then we have a nail cleaner, which comes in a little bit later on. We have a base coat, a colour, red, of course, and a top coat. We have these handy dandy little foils, which have got a little bit of a lint on them. It's for taking the nail varnish off, the gel. We've got these fabulous strip of just little pads to clean the nails with. Buffer. Two, actually. I love these shape. Aren't they cute? Little banana files and a UV light. All of this cost me, I think it was just under £50, 50 GB pounds. So I think it's quite good. And most important, it has a step 1 to 6 for putting the nail varnish on and 1 to 3 for removing it. So how's it all going with your nails? If you normally have them done, it's actually very difficult to know what to do. One of my problems was taking it off, because normally I just have it taken off when I go and have them done. I've had one casualty so far where my nail broke down. I did do these a couple of weeks ago, so they've lasted okay in general, but definitely time. I now really appreciate the skill of somebody that knows what they're doing nail-wise. So first job is to take off what I already have on. So I am going to, so you see it's got a bit of a shine on the nail. We're going to just buff the shine off. That's super important. Otherwise, it's not going to remove when you put the little pads on. You have to take the shine off. So gently, we're not trying to take the varnish off with the file. We're just gently buffing off that colour. So can you see that we've now just buffed off that colour? So I'm going to continue that with all of my nails. Just gently buffing it to the edges as well. It's actually quite difficult to do it without taking too much of your skin off. So it does help to think about, take a bit of time on this. Looks so easy in the nail technician does it. She's just like, off we go, how are you? Are you going on holiday? But now I appreciate the skill they have. Okay, so as you can see, taken the colour off of those. So the next job to do, I'm going to just do these two to start with, just to show you, then I'm going to do all the rest and I'll come back. So we need the Semilac remover, or whatever nail varnish remover you've got that you're using. We're going to just open up, there's a little edge here that you can open up like this. And if anybody has any more tips, please do share them with me. I'm just going to completely cover the little pad with that, pop it on my nails so it's fully covered. As you can see, I've got really long nails, so there's quite a lot to cover. There we go. Squeeze that down so that all that lovely remover is on the nail. I'll do another one for you. Open it up, just along there. As you can see, that one's off as well. Can't have that, can we? Standards must be kept. So again, this goes over the nail, wraps around it, and then just fold that back over on itself and pinch it on the nail. There we go. So I'm now going to do that for all of my nails. Oh, I'm sorry, that looked ever so rude. I'm now going to do that for all of my nails. Leave that on for about 6 minutes. I think it says on here to leave it on, yeah, for 5 to 7 minutes, and that should be fine. So I will come back and show you the results very shortly. Okay. Hello, welcome back. So I've had these on now for about 7 minutes, I would say. So let me give you a tip. First of all, it is very hard to do one hand when you've got one hand on. So if you're like me, you're very lucky and you can ask your husband to give you a hand and put one on, or do one hand, let it go, and then do the other hand. Takes longer, but it's really difficult to sort of squeeze them on. Make sure they're squeezed on really, really well. Okay, so time to take these off now. As you pull them off, I usually just give them a little bit of a squeeze. And as you can see, it's just starting to come apart, come away from the nail. There we go. Some of it's already coming off. Give you there so you can see that it's already soaked quite a lot of it off. So we're just going to move this over to the side. I sometimes find that some nails are easier than others. Look, that one's virtually all come off just with that. So let me just finish that one. Okay, so some of them are going to need a bit more stripping than others. So this pack came with this absolute super cute little scraper. So all I'm going to do is just go through these, as you can see, and just scrape off any bits that are still left on there. There we go. But you can also, which I find easier, is to use, this is what they do in my, where I have my nails done. So they generally just take it off just like this, very gently. You don't want to take too much of the nail off. And can you see how that has now taken off nearly all of the colour that was on there? So just very gently. Now I'm not using the harshest side of this emery board. I'm using the gentle side of it. I have no idea what sanding gradient that is. It does come with it, says it on it, but as I say, I'm not a nail technician. I'm just a gal who wants her nails to look nice. So as you can see, we're doing pretty well here. A couple of my nails, as I said before, had already come off. So we're just gently buffing that with the emery board. Okay. And actually, I was going to do this, then come back to you, but it is super, super quick to do. But it's vital that you leave it on for long enough so that you can actually take the varnish off. If it's not on, if the remover's not on for long enough, sorry, jogged it. If the remover's not on for long enough, then it's going to be really, really hard to get all of that off. So there we go. First one done. Nail varnish removed without any trouble. So moving on to the second one now. Sorry, I haven't got something that I can put overhead to show you how I'm actually doing it, but I'm hoping that you're getting the idea. Normally I'm doing makeup and things like that and just the fun stuff, but actually self-maintenance has become very, very important. There we go. So as you can see, another one bites the dust, and actually there is quite a lot of dust here. So what I've got in front of me is a towel, and on that towel I've just got some kitchen towel, so that I can then, when I get round to the clean bit of doing my nails, then I can just move the dirty, all this powder that's coming off, and I can then have a nice clean surface to do the rest with. So as you can see, only got 2 nails to go now. hope this isn't too boring for you at this particular stage, but I think we're nearly there. Okay, so whilst I'm finishing this one off, the next thing to think about is what shape nail that you like, whether you like it squared off, whether you prefer it to be a pointy nail, whether you prefer an almond shape. I actually always go for the almond shape because if it's too pointy, I end up stabbing my husband all the time. It doesn't go down too well. And if it's too square, again, I just don't, for me, I prefer a more natural looking nail probably. And they are my nails. I don't have acrylics on, so I do try and look after them as much as I can. Right, there we go. So that is all of the nail varnish off, and the nails underneath are still strong. Don't ever be tempted to peel your nail varnish off. Okay, bit guilty on one of them because it was already leaving, just about to come anyway. But that will leave your nails really weak. Lots of people say to me, I can't use that, it leaves my nails weak. But actually that is quite a lot of the problem, is that you've peeled it off and it's peeled half your fingernail off as well. So next job is just to shape the nails. Again, I'm just going to use a nail file, and it's just a matter of just getting a nice shape. I was always taught not to do a sawing motion like this because that's bad for your nails. So always try and go in one direction, just like that. And actually, I think that shape's probably just about okay for me. Hope you can see that. So I'm not going to bore you while I'm doing this. So I shall get on, shape my nails, and I'll come back and see you in a few minutes. Okay?